What's going on? Anthony here with 6scale_Mafia. Today I'm going to be showing you guys unboxing and reviewing the Iconiq Studios Street Fighter V Ryu. Now, I've been a fan of Street Fighter since the very first one, so yes, I am that old, guys, but I am super excited about this figure. Now, as soon as you open the box, you're greeted with this amazing inlay here, which I absolutely love, showing the special moves of Street Fighter, and of course the amazing team who all contributed to give us such a fantastic product. Immediately, you are greeted with a really awesome, in my opinion, instructions. I love the artwork. It brings me back. It looks very reminiscent to the old strategy guide games back in the Super Nintendo era. So I definitely appreciate that nice touch. If you flip it over, you do get some more detailed instructions with the body. As you know, this is a TB League body. It is all silicone, has metal skeletons. So they do a good job explaining everything that you need here as far as posing and taking care of your figure. So he does come with two head sculpts. This is the default head sculpt right here, more of the hero pose. I'm really digging the animated style. I think they really captured Street Fighter V. Absolutely. Here we have his angry look is what I'm calling it. Another amazing piece, the detailing on the hair. I mean, everything about this is really awesome. The bandanas are both wired, which is super nice. The bandanas are very easy to move on both head sculpts, and you can really convey that sense of motion when you're trying to get more dynamic poses. Here's a quick comparison of the two head sculpts back to back, just so you guys can kind of see the difference on the fly here. Again, excellent sculpting and excellent paint work, so kudos to the team once again. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a TB League body. This is a 𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗛, right? We do have a stainless steel skeleton in here, so this guy is chunky. I mean, you can tell here. I got a little bit of a close-up here so you guys can see all the detailing of textures and outlines of the actual flesh of the character and the tailoring of the outfit here. The soft goods here are very well tailored, very well made in my opinion. Almost everything here is wired. As you can tell, we've got a nice embroidery here on the belt, which is also wired. Here you can see the gi moving around, all wired, so you can really kind of fine tune and finesse the outfit to really bring in that kind of realism. Again, very slight maneuvering whatsoever to achieve that kind of flow in all throughout his outfit. To give you guys an idea here how big he is, I have busted out the Hot Toys comic book Origins Iron Man, as I do have plans doing well, you guys just stay tuned for that. But you guys can see here the difference is you know, they're both about the same height here, but you can definitely tell how much bigger Ryu is with this body. He's absolutely amazing looking, man, but they pair up very well together, guys, for those interested in knowing. Now, here's the actual base itself. We do have the Street Fighter V Championship Edition logo on the front, Ryu name plaque on the side. This is basically an Enter Bay. If you're familiar with any Enter Bay stands and bases, this is pretty much the same thing. We do have this. The only problem I face with this so far is that Ryu is quite heavy, so the base is a little bit difficult sometimes. And on the back here, we do have the Capcom All Rights Reserved. Now, those who may be new to TB League with the skeletal bodies here, sometimes plugging in wrist pegs can be a little troublesome here. You can go ahead and give it a try. You can kind of get it snapped in. If that fails, however, what I always do, this is always on hand for me personally as a 6-scale collector, I always have a heat gun. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to check this out, but I like to use this typically on a low heat just to kind of loosen up, and then you can get pegs on very easy. Now, here we've got the double hands, which is cool. These are molded together, so don't try to separate them. But this is real difficult for me. I don't know if you guys have it in the comments. Let me know. It's very difficult to achieve the actual pose that you're trying to do, just posing both hands together. I mean, good luck if you guys can do it. I had some issues. Still a nice touch, but it's going to take a lot of finessing to use these. Now, I don't want to show off every hand here, but I'm just trying to show you guys, like, you can see how big and over exaggerated the entire body is, hands and feet included, man. This is just like the art style of Street Fighter V, but keep in mind, guys, they're very large hands, man, but they're super cool, super detailed. As you can see here, the same thing with the foot. It's a very large foot. Now, this is the second pair of feet that they give you. These are especially useful if you're trying to get in that dynamic pose, really kind of convey that, you know, he is actually kicking somebody. It's a really nice touch. I had difficulty putting these on, so I also used the heat gun on here. You guys may want to consider that as well. And the fireball here is actually really cool in my opinion. It's very translucent here. You can see it's one giant translucent piece of plastic, but it really does convey that the fireball is in motion. You can see on the bottom here, there is the hole here where you're going to go ahead and slide in the included acrylic stand for it. It slides in pretty easy in my opinion. and then you can just kind of set that next to the character any which way you want. Very cool touch, man. I'm wondering if, you know, future figures are going to have other special moves included just like this, so I guess we'll have to stay tuned for that. Now onto the articulation here. Again, guys, this is a TB League body. It does have that stainless steel skeleton. You can see the ab crunch here is pretty decent, but then if you go backwards, I mean, you guys can see what I'm talking about here. It's very, very flexible, very maneuverable, man. Don't fear posing this thing. If you feel some tension, then you guys know when to stop. Like right here, that torso crunch, I kind of slowed down. Neck articulation, shoulder articulation, it's all very, very well made, man. You can really pose this guy any which way. Now for the arms here, you can definitely tell, you know, the wingspan's actually pretty high. You can get pretty high up there as far as the angle of degree here. And then of course, if you want to go ahead and rotate and try to get that pelvic in the back, I mean, you can almost, you can't fully windmill, but you can get quite high up there, almost like maybe 130 degrees or so. Double jointed, of course. Again, you know, he's very chunky, so the maneuverability, you can achieve it. Try to be a little careful. I wouldn't be too worried about like tearing the skin or anything like that. Again, he's super muscular. I've never really had any issues with _𝗖𝗛s before, and it seems like this guy's so over exaggerated and thick, I don't think you're gonna have any problems. Issue here I'm having though is, see, the legs are a little bit hard because he's so huge. You can see it kind of drops, so it's a little difficult trying to get the legs up. You can kind of try to double joint around the knee to see if you can get that up, but otherwise, man, I mean, articulation, you guys can tell. If you're starting to feel like you're forcing it, you're going too far. Slow down, right? Either way, guys, I'm super excited with this figure overall, man. I can't wait to see what else Iconiq Studios has in store for us with Street Fighter. Anyway, guys, if you liked the review, make sure to hit that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get into some poses, and I will see you guys in this next video. Peace.